Hello everyone, welcome to this week's Astrology News Report, an alternate view of world events as seen through the lens of Vedic Astrology, presented by yours truly, Ron Berger. Today is January 3rd, 2015. So let's take a look at the week that was and how the planets' positions in the zodiac matched up with the past week's events. Uranus is the planet of sudden events. Uranus has been in Pisces, a water sign, for the past 6 years. Therefore, we get sudden events related to the water element. Last week, Uranus just finished its retrograde phase and was stationary in the zodiac before resuming normal direct motion. Stationary planets are extra strong. There were major water disasters in more than one place on the planet last week. A series of storms lashed the midwestern and southeastern states of the U.S. last week, causing flooding that hadn't been seen in 20 years in the Mississippi Valley, affecting some 10 million people. Meanwhile, northern England is still struggling with the effects of a major winter storm, which has put numerous communities underwater. And in the South Pacific, the island nation of Tonga has declared a state of emergency in the aftermath of being hit by Cyclone Ola. Due to the remoteness of some of the islands, damage and casualties are still being assessed. Venus and Mars have been in a peculiar relationship for the past couple of weeks. They are in each other's signs, which Vedic astrology calls Parivartana Yoga. Mars is a fiery planet, as well as the planet of destruction. Venus is the planet of pleasures and luxuries. This combination of energies manifested in unusual ways last week. An enormous luxury hotel in Dubai caught fire on New Year's Eve. Also on New Year's Eve, there was a terrorist scare in Munich, Germany, prompting the German police to shut down the city's main train station and recommend people not gather in crowds. Kind of put the squelch on the local festivities planned for the evening. At least 380 people were injured and 2 were killed after New Year's Eve celebrations in the Philippines went very wrong. Many were injured after a lit firecracker started an inferno. And in yet another twist on this planetary combination of Mars and Venus, Venus is the planet of entertainers, and Mars is the planet of enforcement. Famous entertainer Bill Cosby was arrested last week and arraigned on charges of sexual assault that he allegedly committed years ago. A look at Mr. Cosby's chart shows that he is undergoing some rough transits, which will not be easing up soon. Saturn is heading to conjunction with his natal Rahu, a rather malefic combination, and occurring in his 9th house of good fortune, which is also the house of the law. Meanwhile, Mars is currently transiting in Mr. Cosby's 8th house of his chart, the house which directly relates to punishment and humiliation. That'll do it for this week's review of the week. You can keep up with daily astrological developments and contribute your own thoughts by following me on Twitter at Astro News Report.